So, for the first reflection topic, we have Practices of Looking, which involves two films, one of which is Man with a Movie Camera and Nanook of the North. And these two films deal with film as a construct in different ways. And what film as a construct is how the director of a film, in this case a documentary, two documentaries, how they build the film and set things up in certain ways. It's based on how they make certain things more visible, certain things happen when they ordinarily wouldn't. And an example of that is in Nanook of the North, when Nanook is given a record to hold when they're in a shop of some sort. He looks at it and, I think he tries to take a bite out of it. I guarantee that Flaherty told him to do that. And there's another part where I think it's Nanook. Nanook is fishing in this hole in the ice, trying to pull out, I think it was a seal. And Flaherty, despite the fact that he's filming and despite the fact that Nanook clearly needs his help, doesn't help him. And then, you have that scene constructed. Was that placed there? Was that all fake? A lot of the things in that film were fake, which takes away from the realness. It takes away from the factuality. It basically it means that Nanook of the North isn't a film to be looked at to study the Inuit people. It shouldn't be used, and I would go so far as to say that it can't be used to be used as an accurate representation of what those people's lives are like and how those people live, because it was a film made for other people. That Nanook of the North was not made for Nanook. Nanook wasn't even his real name. But it was made for people living in places like New York or London, people who have never seen or been to these places but want to observe, and so they want to have a certain mindset. And I don't know if Flaherty was a racist when he made that film, if he had certain intentions, but he did have certain intentions in the way that he set the film up. And the same can be said about Vertov in Man with a Movie Camera, because that film is much more upfront in the way that it constructs its scenes. That is the alarm for me to start doing this project. So Vertov is seen, or can be seen, setting up shots. He can be seen digging a trench, not a trench, but a hole underneath some railroad tracks. He can be seen leaning over the rails, setting up a shot as the train is literally approaching. So obviously the film is constructed in the same, not in the same way as Nanook, but scenes of Man with a Movie Camera are shot by Vertov, and other scenes are shot by someone filming Vertov, shooting those scenes or setting those scenes up. So you have this, you see it happen. So it's not being hidden. It's all up front, and it's all making sure that sets are set in a certain way to create a certain image. And that is what film as a construct is.